Hi guys, what's up? Are you still bullish, bearish? Are we going to go down, up? Doesn't matter, guys. This is a friendly warning to be careful about what's about to happen. Whether we're going to go down or up, I don't know. We are still not below very crucial levels of support. So technically, if you look at a daily chart, everything looks fine, right? If you look at a weekly chart, everything almost looks fine. But there are definitely some, warning signs that are telling me right now that, this might be, be ready for some kind of pullback. Maybe. I'm going to explain to you why. But you just heard that, Apple, Amazon, Google had bad numbers coming out. The stock market did pull back a little bit, after closing time. DXY, dollar, is going a little bit towards the upside, and there is just a little too much bullishness in Bitcoin right now. As you know, all the way through the upside, we have been making fun of the bears. You're not buying the dip, but right now when they are buying the dip, it's not pumping towards upside. And right now, I think a lot of people are buying the dip. I think a lot of people are getting, too much FOMO. Even I was getting too much FOMO, right now. And I had, a little bit time to think right now, for the last hour or something like that, hour and two. And, I was, getting the FOMO, started buying, doing crazy thing, people in the chat were buying the resistance, the thing that you should never do, right? And when these kind of things start to happen, it's often some kind of sign that, we are at some kind of, very crucial levels. Now, the first sign is that, everybody's looking at 25K right now, and all the people that didn't buy all the way through the upside started buying maybe over here, and I'm hoping they can do a move towards the upside. There will be profit and if it goes up to 30K, because a lot of people are talking about 30K and stuff like that. So they're thinking if they buy over here and it goes to 25K up here, maybe it's going to go to 30K, they're going to be fine. So they start forming in over here. The problem is that oftentimes when we have some kind of resistance, some kind of level that people are often looking at, the price rarely gets to that level to let them short at these levels. Oftentimes price comes to a certain level, wherever below where everybody's looking at, and then everybody starts getting this big FOMO towards the upside, and the price does a dip towards the downside. Now, I'm not saying this is gonna happen. I'm just saying that be careful, because it can happen. And that's because we are at very crucial levels. You can see here on the 4-hour time frame that we are breaking the 10 moving average up here, but there are a couple of 10 moving average is not yet broken. There is still 1 hour and 40 minutes left. The daily time frame, we are still not below even the 10 moving average up here. There is no divergence up here on the chart at the top. You can see it goes a little bit towards the downside over here, and if you look at RSI, this goes towards the downside as well. So there is no divergence or any kind of big bad indicator up here. We did get a bearish cross up here on the daily time frame, the MACD, but it's still not that bad. It's still not that bad. I mean, it is warning sign, but this can definitely turn around and continue towards the upside. So over here you also see that on the 4-hourly time frame we are a little bit below the 10 moving average, but still 1 hour and 30 minutes left. So we got time. There is a 20-50 moving average right below us. So there is definitely support lines right over here that we haven't still broken. So we can say actually technically that we are very, very bearish, that we are breaking important support lines, but we are getting close to those lines. There is also this line up here, give or take, something like this. You can see down here that we have been below the line, and then we jumped above the line, then we hugged the line, then we went below it a little bit, and then we jumped above it again, and right now we are using that line of support. So technically we might be at some kind of support. It might be fear that right now is pushing the shorter to short. It might be fear that everybody thinking we're gonna dump on the downside over here and stuff like that. But you saw a lot of altcoins did insane moves. Phantom almost went parabolically towards the upside. A lot of coins came to some kind of top up here, so we might be looking for this move towards the downside. That said, we are still not below the line. So everything looks fine, but it is more like a warning that be careful, because if we start crossing the line, if you start crossing 20 and the 50 moving average down here on the bottom side, if you on the daily time frame start going below the 10 moving average, if you start going below the support here at 23K is a very important level of support. If these things start to happen over here, that's when stuff gets rough and bad. But right now, although we have this move towards downside, it's kind of normal move. If you haven't listened to any kind of news or listened to Twitter and anybody else, I would just say it's normal pullback back down to the support up here. You know, we can definitely, you know, bounce off of these levels and continue towards upside, and that can definitely happen. You can even just, you know, right up here, continue towards upside. I'm not saying that can happen. I'm saying that this can right now happen as well. There is a huge probability this can happen. So, you know, be careful. That's all I'm trying to say. On the weekly time frame, we have CME futures up here. Today's Thursday, so it has 1 day left, but it's creating this you know, doji top up here on the weekly time frame, right below the 250 moving average on the weekly time frame. Also this top up here, you can see here this previous horizontal resistance line got hit almost on the dollar up there, right? And Bitcoin did almost the same thing up here. Let me just clean up everything up here and, you know, show you that right now that we are hitting that. I mean, on the dollar we hit that resistance line almost on the dollar, 24,300. We hit that resistance. We didn't hit the 250 moving average, and that's kind of good, because if this goes a little bit towards downside, it can definitely eventually, you know, pop above these very important resistance levels, right? But we are not there yet. We are not there yet. So although Bitcoin doesn't look that bad right now, I just feel there is a little bit too much FOMO. I think there is a little bit too much, you know, bullishness in the market. So this might be some kind of pullback that's, you know, trying to, you know, shake out the bears or shake out the shorters and then continue towards upside. So, you know, friendly warning, be careful. I'm a little bit unsure what's going to happen. So, you know, do check out tomorrow, and you know, we're gonna do Bitcoin daily, and we're gonna see, you know, where did we close, how is, you know, playing out, did we drop down, and so forth, so forth. But right now, you know, be careful, guys. Take care, guys. Take care. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Bye bye.